minor tragedy. Holy smokes, gang. The highway of good intentions has gotten away from us. This deck needs serious help. Oof to me. All right, gang, it goes without saying that I am way more interested in hanging out on my deck than I am actually maintaining my deck. But we have reached critical mass here. So considering we're well into summer, it's time to do some spring cleaning. So if you've got an older deck that may or may not be a little neglected, then I'm going to take you through the steps I use to make it a little mo better and get back to what we want to do, which is hanging out on it and grilling. Step one is decidedly the least fun of all, which is get everything off the deck that you can. Yeah, that's my spare fork. That's my pencil there. She's watching me. As I collect them, she'll go behind me and redistribute, I'm sure. Gross. Yeah, whoops, my bad. So it's been a rainy couple weeks. This is all kind of a paste. Now, it's been here since the fall when those leaves fell, but that's just life sometimes. But wet leaves is like a wet blanket, so that's ultimately the cause of most of the rot that we have on the porch. But hey, apparently I had better things to do than rake leaves. So today we're gonna clean it up. Buddy, I know you want to play broom. On the one hand, as soon as you move a bunch of stuff around, it suddenly feels like you have a massive deck when there's nothing on it. Dog's claiming victory over broom. I think she's right. So I think I'm just gonna get the pressure washer and we'll do our first round, and then we're gonna need some deck cleaner, but we've got to wash the top layer of dirt off of this thing before the deck cleaner can get anywhere near the deck to kill the wood funguses. This thing is amazing like that. All right, this deck is in terrible shape. Well, terribly dirty. It's got some boards that are bad, but let's get it clean. The next step is actually really important. If you're thinking about buying a pressure washer, definitely consider a gas one. The electric ones seem to have the same PSI sometimes, but they don't do the same amount of water, which just means they do the same PSI in a smaller amount. So we gotta go get some deck cleaner or outdoor bleach. I don't know what I'm gonna use. People frown on outdoor bleach, but I've used it a bunch and it works very well. But it is a huge part in time savings when you're trying to get all of this stuff up. So if you're a fan of the channel, you know I like to travel. And when I travel light. If it doesn't fit in this bag, it doesn't get to go. And that's why I dig the Surrey electric toothbrush. As you can see, it's way smaller than a traditional electric toothbrush. Plus, it comes with this UVC travel case, so I can just throw it in my bag and head on down the road. The battery lasts for over a month on a single charge. So if I decide to extend my trip, or more likely get stranded somewhere on the road because of a questionable project that I bought, the Surrey is still ready to go. It gives you a powerful but gentle clean. It has a pressure sensor, so you don't end up brushing your teeth like you're cleaning your deck. And the plant-based brush heads can be sent back through Surrey's free recycling program. So if you're looking for an electric toothbrush that's built for travel and you don't want to pack half your bathroom, use my code LETS15 for 15% off, and you'll see why I dig it so much. I just found 2 toothbrushes in there. All right, buddy, where to? Links in the description. So I've used this stuff before. It works great. I bought it in one of these sprayer bottles that goes on the hose. You can put it in a garden sprayer or whatever else you have. I have used regular old chlorine outdoor bleach before. It works just fine. The internet says that it will damage the wood. It's been used on this deck many times, and I think that the mold and algae that's on the deck is hurting it way more. Dog is bummed that she is not out here. gonna let the dog come out and say hello, and we'll put her back inside. We'll spray this down. She'll be able to come back out. We'll rinse it all off. I just spilled a little right here, and you can see how much it's already changed. This does kill all the algae and mildew and all that stuff, and that's mostly what's darkening this thing. So hopefully in a jiff, we'll have this looking way, way more better. Oh, there's nothing more awesome than a dog that just wants to hang out with you. Like, I feel so bad. She's right there just waiting. Like, safety first. Minor tragedy. One project usually begets another. This is an old barnwood table. This was built out of salvaged barnwood, but the years have not been kind to it. A buddy of mine built it a long time ago. We'll see if we can repair it, see what we can salvage, but it's a little worse for wear. Especially today. It's been out here for 8 years almost. That's wild to think that it's been that long. This has been marinating for a while. We're gonna pressure wash it now and see what we get. Definitely improving here, but it's taken a lot of pressure washing. If you let the scum really build up, then it takes a little bit of extra pressure to get it off. So we still have this part to do. I'm just being precious about my brand new Monument grill over there that I don't want to spray with chemicals and stuff. And then I broke my table, but also the table didn't break as bad as I thought. I think I can fix it. I just don't know exactly how to, with it being right where it is. Getting better, but we have a new problem with this table, so I don't think I'm gonna get as far as I thought, but I'm also not gonna sweat it. Oh, that thing's big and heavy. I'd hate to not attempt to salvage it, but we'll see. We got another coat of the outdoor cleaner on this that's just working its magic. This side's almost dry. We're gonna wet it down again and then put a solution of oxalic acid on there, which should brighten the wood up a little bit, make it a little more uniform, and also neutralize the cleaner that we put on in case that's still cooking away. I'll be honest with you, I usually don't do both steps. I just happen to have some leftover oxalic acid, so may as well use it so then I can stop having it lingering around. So we're gonna mix it into a sprayer and just hit this area once we get it all wet. Now what to do about this? Well, that's just gravity holding that together. It's not going to last all that long. This side over here is looking way more better. All right, gang, there's a few ways to look at this. We've been at it about 6.5 hours. I could sit here and say, you know what? I didn't really get as far as I want. It's not really ready for another coat of stain. I broke the table, which still isn't fixed. It's just barely propped up. And start going on the list of all the things that are left to do. Or I could say, man, this is way more better and more than good enough for me to hang out with my best pal on and grill some food tonight, which is really all I want out of a deck anyway. So we're gonna go with plan B. So tonight we're gonna do some hanging out and grilling, and I'm gonna give you the secret recipe to the ultimate condiment, Ryan's world famous little dragon sauce. On you guys go. Nailed it. It's really important to embrace imperfection. I mean that not only about my cooking, but about everything. This deck included. I think it's very important to be a B student at life. Perfection's just too hard. It's overrated. It involves way too much stress. B's are just fine. While that's cooking away, I'm going to introduce you to the best condiment you've never had. Ryan's world famous little dragon sauce. Requires 3 ingredients: mayo, soy sauce, sriracha. That's all it takes. The greatest thing about this team is it's choose your own adventure. The ratio is entirely up to you based on consistency, heat, saltiness, whatever you're into. Now for ease of making this stuff, I prefer it shaken, not stirred. and I like it hot. That's basically it. Now you can go nuts with it. Add green onion, add garlic, add ginger, add whatever you want to it. This is a condimentocracy, not a condimentatorship. So you do whatever sounds good to you, but I'm telling you what, this is a pretty darn good base. Now I said this is a world famous recipe, but up until right now, the recipe has been a closely kept secret. But a secret so good, should never be kept. All right. And then the star of the show. Oh man, I thought these were skin-on fillets. All right, bee student work. Not gonna be mad about bee student work. Still gonna be delicious. Here we go. Free smells, bud? Free smells? Into the drink. Oh, you get in there. So thanks for watching Maybe Okay Cooking with Ryan and Dog. Or Dog? I mean, let's make it better. Don't forget, just have fun on your projects, man. Whatever you're doing, have fun. Bye, bud. Fun. That's why it's world famous. All right, we'll see you next time. Okay. You win, buddy. You win.